Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mai, and today's video is a little apartment renovation that I have done for the bheeda family in the spice market. And we're starting off with the floor plan. For some reason, even though their apartment is actually quite big, they only had one bedroom and they had their nursery in their bedroom. So I thought that it would be nice to give them their own space. For those of you that don't know, the bheeda family is like a townie family that you can find in the world of San Myshuno, which is the world that came with City Living. And it's a couple, Jasminder and I think it's Aaron, and they're expecting a baby. So yeah, I managed to fit both a primary bedroom and that nursery, and of course a bathroom. But this was actually a lot of fun to do because I got to mold the apartment to their personalities, which is something that I've actually never done before. And their original apartment had both like boho and modern elements, so I knew that I had to continue with that theme and also, yeah, just incorporate like their soul personalities. So I got to kind of research them. I guess it's not like that much research, but it's just kind of like look at their skills, look at their career, and of course the little description that always comes with townie families. And the couple, Jasminder, the mom, she is a mixologist, so I do make sure to fit in a bar for her, and she also has a pretty high skill pretty high skill level in painting, so I also make sure to fit in an easel. And then Aaron is a tech guru, or he's in the tech guru career, and also has a pretty high writing skill. So I also tried to put in a bookshelf and make a nice little desk area in case he ever has to work from home. But yeah, the kitchen is probably one of my favorite spaces, although actually the living room is really nice too. But no, I do really, really love this kitchen. I actually really like the way that the bar is kind of mismatched from the counters. The counters are from Jungle Adventure and the bar is from Desert Luxe. So it is a little bit mismatched, but I feel like they have a similar tone. So I think it looks really, really nice. And over here for the living room, I'm using the big couch from Growing Together and pairing that with a love seat from high school years. And I do also manage to fit in just a little dining area up against the wall, also with items from Growing Together. I just feel like that pack has a lot of items that are very boho, but tastefully boho, that are actually quite easy to pair with other styles. And also the wood swatches from Growing Together are very easy to pair with other items. But yeah, just adding some base game curtains. It's really hard on these angled walls to, find curtains that will both fit the single windows and the larger windows. I really like these thin base game ones that are super basic. I wish we had an easier way to use them for bigger windows. But yeah, just more Growing Together stuff. I love the items in that pack, the furniture items more than the build items, but yeah, they're still really great. And I also put in this little shelf from Tiny Living. I really, really love it. I don't use it often enough. I kind of forget that it exists, but I was like, you know what, it would be perfect for this corner. And yeah, I put that in. And over here, I just add a lamp from Cats and Dogs. I really like this lamp. I feel like it's almost like a statement piece here. It has a very vintage style that could even give off the vibe that they got it at the flea market across the street. I just feel like it stands out in the best way possible. And I also add in a lot of plants. I do add in quite a few sunflowers specifically. I ended up using a lot of blue and cold tones, and I just felt like the sunflowers tend to they just really brightened up the space, warmed it up. But yeah, these modern plants, I always kind of size them up and down, just kind of create a little bit more variety. And I used a City Living rug there in the living room, which I just thought was so perfect because I definitely overused it a lot when City Living first came out. And then it was kind of fun to use it again because I had gone through a phase where I was tired of it. And next to the door, we're just making a little entryway area with a table and a mirror. I really did struggle with this because I wanted more of a mudroom vibe, but we don't have a lot of mudroom items, like cubbies and things that are like, I don't know, a little bit thinner, smaller, more accessible. But I end up using this like base game table that came with an update, and I think it was made by a custom content creator, which is great. I love when they collab with actual simmers. But yeah, I end up really liking that space and cluttering it up later. And over here in the hallway, we end up fitting a laundry area, just a couple of machines and some cabinets. Yep, I remember the word for cabinets. But yeah, I also cluttered that up later, and I also fit in just a hamper over here by the bathroom door. And we are going to be doing the bathroom in this. I don't always include it, only really in like apartment builds or really, really small houses, because it's kind of boring. As you can see, very, very simple bathroom. Use some items from Tiny Living and just that base game shower, and yeah, came together pretty quick. Later on, I also, in post-production, add like towels and things like that. And we are working on the nursery. I really, really love this nursery. I love the colors that I chose. And yeah, I make it both, I put both the bassinet and I also place a crib. Because the newborn life stage is very short, I think that makes sense to have both. And also, like, you can't make an entire nursery with just a bassinet. It's going to feel very empty. And actually, not gonna lie, I also did this because for some reason, in my save game, the bheeda family already has a second kid. So the first kid, which is usually like the one that they're expecting when you first open a game in San Myshuno, has already aged up into an infant, and then they quickly got back to it and had that newborn. But yeah, so I just thought it was a good idea to give them that extra space. And in here, I also ended up using a lot of yellow to brighten up the area, brighten up the space. And over here in this corner, I really love this little like bear seat. And for now, I end up placing a stool, but later on in post-production, I find like this standing basket, this standing wicker basket with like baby items, and I end up switching that out. I just thought it looked better, and I don't know, it needed something a little bit more vertical there. And yeah, just picking the rug, just picked a base game one, kept it really, really simple. And next to the crib, I'm just gonna put like a little end table with some, I think I just end up actually putting like a stuffed animal on it to make it look really, really cute. Yeah, I really, really love this room. I think it's adorable. And under the window, there was just a lot of empty space, and I had no idea what to put here. But it like definitely felt like it needed something. I am actually really glad that I switched out that end table, because that one looks like it has more storage, and you're gonna need storage. But yeah, over on this side, I just placed that matching stool. That's why I also felt like it was fine to remove the stool next to the bear chair. On this wall, I was gonna put these little frames, but it just like wasn't working. So I ended up putting these little cloud decals. I was gonna say decals. That's not the word. But then I actually, after I try out a lot of stuff under here, I end up putting an ottoman. I was like, oh wait, duh. I don't know why it took me so long. I love placing ottomans. I feel like that's usually where my brain goes, so I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out, but I used the one from Kids Room Stuff, and it's amazing. I love it, and had the perfect swatch. But we have moved on now to the primary bedroom, and again, going in with Growing Together, it just has the perfect style and a lot of really fun swatches. And I do find this bookshelf from Pastel Pop, and I was like, this is funky. What if I try to somehow make it fit in here? So I end up changing the color scheme to this kind of like green teal kind of, I guess, like seafoam color. And I really try to make that bookshelf work, but I don't know what I was thinking. I think this is just not the vibe for the apartment at all. But yeah, I knew I needed to put in a bookshelf, and yeah, because I don't think that I managed to fit in a bookshelf anywhere else except for the tiny one in the nursery, which is ridiculous because that's usually my favorite thing to place. But oh wait, I do actually end up putting one in the hallway later in front of the entryway table, but I do that later. But yeah, here in the bedroom, I knew I had to put one in, and yeah, I'm really glad that I changed the entire style of this room because that original thing was not working. And I pick out this dresser from high school years, and the swatches are perfect. They match with everything, the growing together bed, and I also just use the matching nightstands and tables. I feel like everybody calls it something different. This is also where I realized that I won't be able to fit in a full-length mirror in the bedroom, so I put one in the hallway instead. And this is when this room really starts to come together, just really solidifies. I put in the desk, just the one from base game, with a chair from base game, and I think even the computer from base game. And I try to like figure out if like where I want to put the bed. I don't actually like putting beds like against windows. If I can avoid it, I usually try to. But yeah, so thankfully I did, and I got to put in a really cute chair in that corner. And I also layered some rugs because that felt really cozy. I was gonna use this one from Book Nook, this chair from Book Nook, but I felt it was too modern, and this room was already feeling just a little bit too harsh. So I wanted to bring in some more like curved, I don't know, feminine vibes to this room. So I pick out that chair from Discovery University, and I pair it with that end table from Horse Ranch, and of course some more sunflowers. Yeah, it just really brings in that like vintage, maybe they got it at the flea market vibe. And yeah, just placing some sconces on the wall. I thought, you know, since it's such a blank wall, instead of placing like, I don't know, lamps. I forgot the word for lamp. Instead of placing lamps, that I could just do some sconces and make good use of that space. And adding some more plants, just the same ones that we used in the living room, just for that continuity. And yeah, mixing up a little bit of the sunflowers around. And I do really like that the like end table next to that chair matches, like it's a different like wood color. It's not like white. I think that it's really nice. I do really like the blend of wood colors in here. And above the bed, I tried to make a custom gallery wall like I had done in my Taurus apartment, but I wasn't in the headspace to handle a gallery wall at this moment. So I actually ended up just leaving the like pre-made gallery wall from, or not gallery wall, but the pre-made gallery cluster from Growing Together. And yeah, we are finally in the screenshots, folks. This was such a fun build to do. I loved mixing in the modern and the boho, incorporating the family's personalities. I think like my only complaint about this apartment is that the walls are way too tall and the screenshots were a pain to take, but we got through it. And yeah, I really love all the art that I put around. I can just like imagine that Jasminder was the one that painted them, especially the one above the dining table. But here we have our hallway / laundry room. I also placed a rug in here, tiny bit of clutter. This is our bathroom with the towel racks that I added. And of course our little nursery. That's the like wicker basket stand that I placed. I really love it. And I don't know why the curtains kind of glitched out during the screenshots, but I swear they are there. I double checked after I took the screenshots, but I really love how this room turned out. It's super cute. And here is our primary bedroom, also a room that I'm really, really proud of, especially because it took me so long to figure it out, that it's like more fulfilling because it like, I don't know, the journey was so rough. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. And this does bring us to our very last screenshot. I hope you guys enjoyed this build as much as I did. Bye buds, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, comment, and share with your friends. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.